right, well, we are going to do, let me not try to trip and fall into the water here. We are going to do something a little bit different today as far as, well, I'm on a body of water I've never been to before, sort of. I'm on the Horseshoe Chain of Lakes, but it's in central Minnesota, but I've never been to this particular area, this particular lake of the Horseshoe Chain of Lakes. And I am going to use forward-facing sonar, you can see it right over there, the pole, to find catfish here. We're going to be using shrimp under a bobber, and sometimes not even using a bobber, just free lining it. Let's get loaded. All right, we're just sitting basically in the basin of this lake right now, which is about 35 feet. So relatively shallow lake, pretty featureless. And like I said, I'm in the basin. I'm gonna go in shallow. There's kind of a point over here. And we're just gonna scan it with the MEGA Live 2. So I've got Humminbird MEGA Live 2 newly installed on this boat. And we're just gonna see if we can find them with the MEGA Live on this particular body of water. The catfish are bigger, at least I've heard. I've ice fished this lake before, never did great for catfish, but you know, supposedly they're bigger in here, and we're gonna try to find them using forward-facing sonar, specifically Humminbird MEGA Live 2. Here we go. I've got this MEGA Live 2, there's a transducer right there, and that is on a Bruce City forward-facing sonar pole mount. And so this is really slick. All you got to do, so there's a pin there that just holds it in, makes it secure, and I'm gonna unscrew this. All right, bring this up a little bit. That pin comes out. Just gonna bring her down. We'll swing this handle up. Okay, so we'll swing it up there. I'm just gonna kind of level it here, and I'm gonna tighten her up. So we'll just keep it like that. And the cool thing about this setup that I have is that it's hooked up right here. Okay, hopefully you can see that. It's hooked up right to this unit right here. And now let me bring this camera up here so you can see what I'm dealing with. I'm just out in, I mean, you can see how deep I am right now. I'm in 35 feet. So that shows you the depth of water that we're in. This shows you how far away from the transducer we are. So this is basically the boat right here. That's the transducer right there, kicking the beam out, and you're seeing a cross section of the water column now. So if you're unfamiliar with forward-facing sonar, that's how it works. Don't really see anything out here in the basin, but we're gonna move shallower and we're gonna try to intercept them. I've moved up on this flat, and I know there's a glare here, but you can kind of see how I moved up on this shallower flat. The boat's basically sitting in like probably 11 feet of water, and you can see out here it's just a deeper basin, and I moved up shallower. So I'm seeing, I know there's a lot of glare here, guys, but there's plenty of fish I'm seeing around me here. These are fish, hopefully you can see that. And we're just gonna, I'm just free lining with just nothing but that's a good mark right there, with just a 2/0 hook and you know, a shrimp on there, and trying to catch these suckers. I don't even know if these are catfish necessarily, so we're just trying to figure out what is amongst us. There are so many fish up here shallow. Now I'm in about 5 feet of water, according to the MEGA Live 2 sonar. I've just seen, I mean, you could see the graph there. It's a target-rich environment. And there's milfoil up here now, coontail mixed in. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to abandon the free line here for a slip bobber setup. It's just going to allow me to just kind of visually, you know, see a bite, and I'm just going to kind of power fish through this shallow area with that bobber. And I still might do the whole free lining thing, but I think we're going to go with a slip bobber for a while. All right, catfish on, catfish on. Oh boy, oh boy, this is a good one. I'm on this just big flat, and I've seen some marks out in deeper water. Nothing really shallow. Not that they're, you know, not shallow, but I mean it. I mean up by the bank, I should say, because it's super shallow. I mean, even out, you know, 20, 25 feet, it's like, heck, it looks like it's 3 feet out there. Let's see if we can see this guy fighting in the live sonar. I don't know if it's possible, but yeah, I saw, number one, I saw some fish activity just splashing out there, and then I also saw some activity on the Mega Live 2, and so I'm like, I'm just gonna cast out. I'm gonna move away from the bank and just cast where I'm seeing activity, you know, just with my own eyes looking out at the surface of the water, but also, oh my gosh, this is a bigger fish than I realized. But also what I'm seeing on the Mega Live too. So it worked. That was pretty cool. This is a good one. This is a good one. There's a lot of fish on this flat. I mean, a ton. It's just like scattered milfoil and coontail, and just, there's a ton of life. There's tons of panfish. I'm even seeing, I'm pretty sure, oh boy, let's see if we can see you fighting down there, dude. Can we see you fighting? Yeah, there it is. You see it fighting about 10 feet out. There he is. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. All right, let's concentrate on getting you in, dude, because you're a good one. You're a good one, dude. There's supposed to be bigger channel catfish on this lake, and I think I've got a good one. Goodness gracious. I've got to kind of be easier on him. I'm using bass tackle. It's a medium action rod. Come on, buddy. Oh my gosh, is that fun? Just to see that bobber go down, I feel like a kid. Come on, bud. Oh my gosh, is this a good one? Holy smokes. This is a good channel cat right here. Oh my goodness almighty. Wait till you guys see this. I need to let out some line. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's bring you this way. This is a heavy fish. Oh my goodness, I love that so much. Okay, we are actually even gonna weigh this fish. Come here. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful channel cat. Golly. Whoa. All right, dude. How you have it perfectly in your mouth. Oh my gosh, what a good, look at this channel cat. Look at that, dude. That is an awesome channel cat, man. Oh my gosh. That is a beautiful, beautiful fish. Oh, so much fun. This is such an amazing fishery. All right, dude, I'm gonna need that hook back. I appreciate you getting hooked nicely where I can get it out easily. Let's try this one. This is a real deal channel cat right here. Look at that fish. Let me hold you properly, buddy. We're gonna get a weight on you as well. Look at that fish. Look at that fish, would you? That is awesome. That is a big old channel cat. I'll release you here shortly. I just want to see how much you weigh. You are a very long fish. We are going to turn the scale on, like so. And we are going to place you upon the scale. Drum roll, please. You are 10.7 and a quarter, let's call it 10.7 and a quarter ounces. Wow. Golly, 10-pound channel cat. All right, that is awesome. Thank you, buddy. And he's out. And he's out of here. There's fish all around me. That's my bobber right there. That's my shrimp. The first thing I need to do, yeah, that's pretty cool. I need to make this a little bit deeper. You can see those fish are kind of hanging in that 6-foot zone, 5-6 foot zone. Lots of marks. Let's bring this a little. So I'm going to cast out. See that fish at 30 feet? I'm going to cast out to it and see what happens here. Lots of fish. That's a good fish right there. It just seems like there's more activity. I was out a little bit, you know, deeper, a little bit deeper on this flat, but it just seems like there's more activity in like that 4-foot depth. So I'm gonna stay at this depth, a little bit away from the bank, but I might go, as that sun gets lower, I might go a little shallower too, but this like 4-foot depth, there's a lot going on right here. There's another catfish. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh, is that cool. Wow. Ah, so I got into this guy, who knows how big this dude is. Lord have mercy. God, what a fishery. So I was in an area that was kind of lacking as far as like vegetation. And I gotta get back here, evidently. And I've come to this kind of the end of the lake here where, oh boy, where it's basically like a bay and way more like coontail, milfoil. I just think you want to be by that stuff. I was just where I was before, it's just too sparse. And now we're in, I mean, I could see it visually. I can see it on the forward-facing sonar. Boy, this is a good fish here. God dang. He's fighting harder than the last one, which was the last one was a 10-pounder. So this is a good fish. I'm a little worried. There is some flooded timber through here. And you know, there's plenty of vegetation to get hooked up on too, but I'm hoping we can bypass all that. This is a real good fish here. God dang. Wow. Unbelievable. So yeah, I think I'm gonna spend some more time around vegetation. Because fish, I don't care what kind of fish, all fish love vegetation, including catfish. So this is, I don't know how big this guy is. He's got some salad with him. Oh my goodness. Dude. Unbelievable. How big are you, man? Getting close now. Getting close. Getting closer. Getting closer. Am I even, like, where are you, dude? Where are you? I've got so much junk on here. I believe the technical term is, some people call it eelgrass. I think the real name is Vallisneria, if I want to be super nerdy. Come here. I'm not, it's not even ready. Oh my God, now he's like by the trolling motor. Golly. And this guy just came basically sort of right off the edge of where it kind of gets a little less thick, you know, the vegetation. But I'm sure these guys are all up in it, man. God, this is a good one. This is unreal. I believe I'm the only one out here fishing for these. And he's not ready. He's just not ready. Man. It's unbelievable. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. He's just not giving up. All right, you're going to have to give up. You're going to give up right now into, my Lord, what a fish. Okay. Is this, okay. Is this bigger? Is this bigger? Oh my God. Look at this fish. I think this is bigger than the last one. Whoa. Wow. There's like a kayaker over there and a guy waiting over there. So I'm trying to like keep my, you know what, together. Can you see that on the chest cam? Look at that fish. Oh, my goodness. This is just, whoa. Whoa. Wait till you see this guy. I got him hooked perfectly. Thank you so much. I don't think I'm even gonna have to use the pliers. Oh, okay, yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. Wait till you see this dude. Oh my God, what a fish, what a fish, what a fish. Okay, come on, let's, I'm mumbling, I'm making no sense. Look at this dude. Oh my God, what a channel cat. What a channel cat. Oh my God. What a beautiful, beautiful channel cat. I mean, he's not got a mark on him. Okay, you gotta let me show you to the people, buddy. You are a just, I want to do, how do I want to do this? I want to do like this. Like this. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this guy. Let's make you pretty. All up in that eelgrass ballison area. Let's use the technical terms. Look at that dude. Oh my God. Maybe, I mean, one of the biggest channel cats I've ever caught in my life. Look at that. What an absolute brute. He is just thick. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do a weight here. Where do I have my scale? I'm just gonna keep the scale out. We're just keeping the scale out. That is such a beautiful channel cat. Oh gosh. Okay, buddy. Thank you. I'm gonna be real nice with you. Okay, here we go. We're turning it on. Okay, here we go. He's way bigger than the last one. All right, here we go. That channel cat is 12 pounds. 12 pounds, 14 ounces. 12 pounds, 14 ounces. 12 pounds, 14 ounces. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh, buddy. Thank you so much, bud. Let's get you back in the water. Oh, that is such a long fish. 12 pounder. Wow. Thank you, buddy. Let's release you. Nice. Thank you, bud. Oh my goodness. Easy. There you go. All right, there he goes. This is just a bass rod. All right, this is just a 7-foot medium action bass rod. Okay, I'm not even going to tell you what it is. It doesn't matter what brand it is or anything. It's just a bass rod. I use this rod for smallmouth. I love it. It's just a, all right, I am going to be specific. It is a 7-foot medium fast. But really, the big thing is when you're using a slip bobber, you want a longer rod, 7 foot at least, to make lob casts with it. But I would say it's all dependent on the size of catfish that you're going after. These fish in this particular system are bigger. So really, you might want to go with a medium heavy. Seriously. Got it on a 2500 Shimano Stratic reel. 10-pound mono. You want mono because mono floats. If you're I love fluorocarbon, but it's terrible for this. It's going to sink into the grass, and it's not going to be, you know, you want, it's going to be a pain. You want mono because it floats up and it floats above that grass. 10-pound is good. You could even go up to 12, but 10's kind of a nice happy medium, because once you start getting into the monofilaments, the heavier pound tests, it becomes less manageable on a spinning reel. So I would say 12 is probably a good, you know, kind of a max maybe for this particular setup. I'm using 10. 10 seems to be, you know, good. You know, 10 to 12 I say would be good for this the setup that I'm using today. So also, so what else do we have here? This is critical. We'll get to the hook here in a second because it's kind of the deal. Just a regular slip bobber. I really love these the Tailfin Float Company slip bobbers. I really like this slip bobber. This is a weighted slip bobber. To be technical, let me get exactly what I'm using here. These are kind of my favorite floats right now. It's a premium 1-inch oval weighted Tailfin slip bobber. Really like it. Well made. It's got a brass grommet there. Comes the line really smooth. You know, slides through really nice. Then I've got I got a split shot. What is this split shot? This is a number 5 split shot. And then below the split shot is a 2-aught Kale hook. This happens to be an Eagle Claw laser sharp, but that 2-aught is perfect. Look at this. Look at, I got my skewers. If you know, if you've been watching this channel at all and seen my catfish videos, I love shrimp skewers. It's just perfect. Medium-sized shrimp, and all you do, this is just, I love this so much. All you do is just, watch this. On this 2-aught hook, a medium-sized shrimp fits perfectly, and the bend is nearly identical. The bend of the shrimp is nearly identical to the bend of that Kale hook. Look at that. Hopefully you can see that, guys. Just like so. Okay, I think you could see that probably on the chest cam there. And it's just the deal. The great thing about shrimp, as opposed to, you know, coming out here with night crawlers, yeah, they would eat night crawlers. I have no doubt they would eat night crawlers. But when you use live bait like night crawlers, everything eats night crawlers. Not everything eats, you know, shrimp. So, you know, if you're using night crawlers, you're going to get just a ton of bites from everything, you know, panfish, and hell, I've even caught, you know, night crawler or northern pike on night crawlers before. So everything eats night crawlers. Not everything eats shrimp. Catfish love shrimp. That 2-aught Kale hook is just perfect for hiding that hook too. So let's catch another one. Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. Wow. 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 He's up super shallow in the thick of it. Lord, is that cool. Whew. That is so cool, man. What? You are wrapped up, dude. Oh, my gosh. This is so cool, man. These fish are so shallow. Are you just going to, like, let me... You're just going to let me... You're not even really fighting... You just like to tangle, don't you? Come here. What a terrible, terrible net job. And the worst net job ever. He was just going to roll around. He wasn't worried about making any long runs or anything like that. Hello, buddy. God, what? It's just wild, man. God. Look at that dude. Look at that dude. Look at... Oh, they're just so hard to hold. Look at that dude. And that's like a... I guess that's a small one? What the heck is going on here? Dude, thank you, man. Let me, oh boy, okay, all right. Yeah, you're a bit unruly. Let me get you unhooked here. There we go, thank you. That worked. That worked. I'm just curious how much you weigh. So we got a 10, a 12. What do you weigh, dude? Well, first, let's just show the people at home what we're dealing with here. Let's properly display you. Okay, okay, you're being unruly. Okay, there he is. All right, there's another one. Let's see how much he weighs. What kind of an average do we got going on here? Turning on that, okay. Wait for that to 0. We're gonna get you back in the water here shortly, buddy. We're gonna put that on like that. And here we go. He is 8 pounds 6 ounces. 8 pounds 6 ounces. 8 pounders are the small ones. All right, buddy. Isn't that awesome? Okay, here you go, buddy. All right, he's ready to go. See ya, buddy. We are just gonna free line. We're gonna go up super shallow, and we're gonna put the bobber away just for a little bit. I don't know, I'm not sure. I might come back to it. But we are gonna free line shallow. And we're gonna bring the forward facing sonar, also known as MEGA Live 2, up. Because we are just, it's a ton of vegetation in here now. And we need to make us as streamlined as possible. So I'm just gonna unscrew this. Just gonna bring this up. We get all this wonderful vegetation off. And now I'm just gonna get my free lining rod, where all it consists of is a 2-aught Kale hook and a shrimp. The simplicity of it is so beautiful. Just gonna hook it, just threading it on, and I get rid of that tail. And just like that, here we go. We're just gonna kind of pick apart all the vegetation that's in here. That last fish came very shallow, less than 3 feet, and kind of in the hole of all this vegetation here. So it's kind of, you know, a medium heavy rod would probably be better for this, not gonna lie. Because, you know, when you get this, you know, thick a cover, you really want to be able to kind of manhandle them and get them out of there. There we go, there we go, on free lining. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, that was awesome. Man, it gets real. I don't know how big this dude is. We're gonna get him out of this. There's so much vegetation here. Oh my gosh, they're so, it's just, these fish wanna be where all this grass is. There's just more life here, you know? Oh my gosh, come on. I just gotta work him out of all of this coontail. He's gonna get me so wrapped up in this stuff. I have no idea how big this fish is. Okay. I mean, honestly, this lake is like, need to probably have a medium heavy rod for this lake. Oh, that was cool though, man. Just it's awesome just to be able to catch these without a, you know, without a slip bobber on, and just pick apart all of these little holes and open areas, you know, of this vegetation. It's just a little bit simpler. This is a good one. It's a good one. I think he might be around that 8-pound range. Something like that. He's not ready. He's not ready. Okay. All right. And in you go. Not the greatest. I got to get better at netting these guys. I'll tell you that much. Oh my gosh. Okay. That guy. You know, I'm wondering how big they get in this system. You know, this is just a great average. And this one is probably around the same size as that last one. Here you go, buddy. Something like, you know, maybe 6, 7 pounds, maybe a little smaller than that last one, but just a beautiful fish. They look great in here. And yeah, I'm just wondering what these kind of max out at in here. Like, what's the biggest catfish you can catch in here is what I'm really, there you go, buddy, thank you. What I'm super curious about. There's a cat right there. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness. I think you could probably see that on the forward-facing sonar. Yeah. I was pointed right at it, just free lining, and I'm right by this aqua thruster here that's making a lot of current through here and keeping an open space, and he was right on the edge of this vegetation, and there's kind of just a channel that this aqua thruster's made, and he was kind of on the edge of that channel. Oh my goodness gracious, how big are you, dude? God, this is just wild. I gotta get you away from the vegetation. Golly, this is, I'm having so much fun. I can't even describe how much fun this is. It's just ridiculous. These are just big fish, man. Jeez. They're just up shallow, you know, it's like bass fishing. They're just all up in this vegetation. Oh my gosh, this is fun. Golly. Unfortunately, the fun is gonna have to end here shortly because the sun has gone down, but that's the way it goes. And this bite is probably only going to get better, but it is what it is. This is, I would say, probably in the 7 pound, 6, 7 pound range. I don't know, maybe those bigger ones are a little deeper. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez, I gotta work out, man. Oh God, this is fun. Okay, buddy. He's got a cool coloration. How are you hooked here? Perfectly. There you go. I'm gonna keep fishing, man. Oofa. Alrighty. Well, that was a lot of fun. But as you may have noticed, the sun is down and I need to get home. So, wow. This has been an absolute blast. I do want to say one thing before I forget to say it, that on these rods, I've got clear. It's clear monofilament, and that's really important, especially when you're free lining, you know, not using a slip bobber, just using a hook. You want that clear line as opposed to like a green line. Green line's just too camouflage. A clear line, believe it or not, is going to show up better because you want to be able to see your line for detecting bites. So use clear line, clear monofilament. I'm using 10 pound Trilene XT. I love Trilene XT. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you. Great day. Had an absolute blast. What an amazing fishery. I love this so much. Please, if you've enjoyed the video, this means a lot to the algorithms, the social media algorithms. Hit like if you've enjoyed the content. Share the video, and if you haven't, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe, follow. However you're watching, I really appreciate you watching. Until next time.